It's SpamTimber, and we are excited to be part of this 30 days of spam to go along with the 30 days of preparedness. And this was being organized by Mary Ellen at Prepper Potpourri. So we're excited to be a part.
Now, when Mary Ellen asked us to do this, I'm thinking, what could I possibly create that hasn't been created? But you know what? I think we have something that's delicious and nutritious and that you are going to love. Hey, Provident Preppers, I'm Kylene.
And I'm Jonathan, and today we are celebrating SpamTimber, which is part of the preparedness month of September, and it's sponsored by Prepper Potpourri. She's the one that kicked this all off. So we are going to be seeing all kinds of fun ways for you to use Spam from a lot of creators. And just a quick story here.
I'm not a fan of Spam, just so you know.
But that's okay. There's lots of fans of Spam out there. But first, my story. Back in 1982 to 84, the Houston basketball team adopted the nickname of Phi Slamma Jamma. Now, it occurs to me that this is just a great opportunity for us creators, and maybe you, to adopt the name Phi Spamma Jamma. Think on that.
When Mary Ellen asked us to do this, I'm thinking, what can I do with Spam that hasn't been already done? Because I'm going through all the different Spam Septembers from previous years, and I'm like, wow, everybody's taken this. But I think I've got one that you're gonna love. So what we've got here is some bread dough. This happens to be natural yeast. So with natural yeast, I have a start, and I don't use instant yeast in this. And the reason why I like to use this is because it digests the gluten, which means that for me, who has a gluten sensitivity, I can use it. And so I mixed this all up last night, and I put some oil in it and some sunflower lecithin, salt, water, and then I mixed it up really well so that I could kind of get that texture. And you don't have to do that. In fact, I have a video that shows how to make this bread with just salt, water, and wheat. That's all you need for it. But you could use any bread that you want. Like I've got another video that shows how to make the most incredible whole wheat bread that Jonathan loves.
Awesome stuff.
That has has regular instant yeast in it and is using whole wheat. So I'll leave a link to both of those. You can use whatever bread dough you want, whether it's biscuits or pancakes or anything. The secret ingredient is going to be Spam. So with this, what I'm gonna do, this counter has already been totally cleaned, but you are in my space, baby.
I usually am.
I just put oil on the counter all night long. It digested, right? And can you see how beautiful it is and how airy? After that night, it's gonna be kind of hungry again. And so I like to add a little bit more flour. This is actually amaranth flour. I'm not gonna add very much. And then I'm gonna just put in this shredded Spam. And then I'm gonna mix it all together really well. Now that I've got this into this beautiful textured loaf, I'm gonna take it and put it inside of this bowl. The reason why I'm doing this is because I need to let it raise for another hour. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put that Dutch oven inside the oven and get it hot, and then I'm gonna transfer this to that oven. I'm just gonna slice the top of this, but now, John's secret ingredients. This is just everything bagel seasoning, and I'm just going to generously put it on top of this. What that does is it makes the flavor of the bread just incredible. I'm gonna cover it like this, leave it in a warm place, and as soon as I see it really starting to grow again, I'll stick it in the oven. Depending on how cold the temperature is, it may take an hour, it may take 2. Then we're gonna cook it 425 degrees for about 40 minutes. It depends on a lot of factors, how large my loaf is and some different things, but the internal temperature should reach 190 to 200 degrees, and that will show you that it's done. Okay, it reached 192 degrees. We're happy anywhere between 190 and 200 degrees, and this is how beautiful it is.
Awesome.
So I really like using the paper. But this loaf is gorgeous. Now the last about 10 minutes of baking, I took off the lid because John loves the thick crust and the golden brown. Yep. So that's what makes it look like this.
The hardest part of this whole process is waiting for it to cool, but now it has And now it's time to enjoy. And now for the question of the day. What is your favorite recipe that uses Spam as an ingredient? Comment below, share with us. And thanks for being part of the solution.